No, 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 no. Yes, yes, yes. No, 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 no. Yes! Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. In this video, we'll be using Mono Kanto. Let's get into it. These games are in the UU tier after the recent balance changes. His little bug starts setting up some webs and firing the moon at me. I retaliate with setting up the sun and blasting some fire his way. Thankfully, I'm able to get some big damage, and he gets a special attack lower. I then switch into my Venusaur, get caught in those webs, eat up another moon blast like nothing, but he gets another special attack lower. Able to outspeed, he goes for the Bug Buzz, I eat my Citrus Berry, retaliate with the Sludge Bomb, take out the Rabombi. His next Pokemon is in the Latias. He's able to outspeed, go for the Psyshock, take out my Venusaur. I go into my Gyarados, got those boots on so I avoid the webs. He starts calming his mind over there. I start dancing with the dragons. We got a pretty crazy turn here. I go for the Ice Fang, do big damage and get the Lucky Freeze. He thaws out on the first turn, goes for the Draco and completely misses me. After all of that, I'm able to outspeed, go for the Waterfall, take out the Latias. I get that Moxie boost, he then goes into the Iron Leaves, gets that Quark Drive going. I'm able to outspeed, go for the Ice Fang, take him out in one shot. I get that Moxie, but my opponent forfeits. Good game. Alrighty, let's get into game number 2. They start the Terrakion, and with the Stone Edge on my Venusaur, I decide to set up the Sunny Day, get that Chlorophyll going. He then switches into that big tank, the Deoxys defense, gets the pressure going. I fire up the Solar Beam, do barely anything to him. I then decide to mix it up a little bit, go for the Weather Ball, do about the same to him. He goes for the Recover, gets all of his health back. After using this team, I realized it's definitely lacking some wall breaking ability, but I just had to go into the Gyarados, tank the knockoff but lose my boots. I start dancing with the dragons over here, get my boost. He starts talking that big trash over there, but Gyarados doesn't mind. I fire off the +1 Waterfall, but Deoxys is still super tanky. He just has to set up some spikes and get some health back from the leftovers. He then switches into the Zapdos. I go for another Waterfall, do a little bit over half. Go for another Waterfall, take out the Zapdos. I get that Moxie boost, and the taunt finally goes away. He then goes into the Latios, fires off the Draco. Gyarados just hangs on. I retaliate with the Ice Fang, take him out in one shot. I get another Moxie boost. He then goes into the Jirachi. Again, I'm able to outspeed, go for the Earthquake, take out the Jirachi. Gyarados walking around with that huge Moxie and attack boost. He goes into the Garchomp, goes for the Terra Fire. I go for the Ice Fang, do barely anything, and finally go down to the Rough Skin. Even get the Lucky Flinch on Garchomp. I then go to my Vileplume, take a little bit of damage. He starts dancing with the swords, gets those attack boosts. I go for the Strength Sap, lower his attack, get my health back. He goes right back to dancing with the swords, gets the attack boost. I decide to give him that bad poison. He fires off the Scale Shot, does that big damage, and after 3 hits is able to take out Vileplume, lowers his defense, and gets that speed boost. Thankfully the toxic damage is starting to rack up. I go into a Hitmonlee, go for the Fake Out, do a little bit of damage, but I'm mostly just trying to stall out the toxic turns. He flinches, takes more damage, finally goes down. He goes back into Deoxys defense, gets that pressure going again. I switch into my Chansey, take a little bit of damage. He sets up some more spikes. He then goes for the knockoff, does a little bit of damage, gets rid of my Eviolite. I fire off the T-Wave, paralyze Deoxys. Chansey decides to be super generous here, sets up the Sunny Day. He goes for the taunt, does not matter. I then switch into my cleanup crew with the Moltres. He gets that full power, and now Moltres is ready to do some big damage. Fire off the Fire Blast, do huge damage, he just hangs on. He goes for the knockoff, gets rid of my Life Orb. The sun is still going strong for Moltres. He then switches into the Terrakion. I go for the Scorching Sand, do huge damage. Expecting the Rock move, I then go for the Terra Ground. He fires off the Stone Edge, I just hang on, even with the crit. Go for another Scorching Sand, take out Terrakion. My opponent then forfeits. Good game. Alrighty, and that's the video. Please know what you guys think down below and stay tuned for future content. Peace.